Hi everyone, my name is Morgana, and although mankind comes from nature, we choose to construct our own form of nature. As a child, I was always interested in postmodern architecture. I loved the color of it, I loved how vibrant it was, I loved the forms, and most importantly, I was concerned with our driving force. What drove us to make these forms? What drove us to make these buildings? But the older I get, the more critical I am of our developmental processes and the way that we go about creating these forms, the way that we go about bringing our envisioned idea of the world to life. So in my research, I argue that although with the best intentions at times, mankind has brought about desolation for ourselves, for other living organisms, and our planet. Now, the bulk of my research does concern mid-century California, and the installation that you see behind me was inspired by the homes in mid-century California that were mass-produced along sand dunes. These sand dunes used to be 100 feet tall, and then through the developmental process were shrunk down to about 5 feet, and then were leveled, and houses were built atop of them. So I took a floor plan from one of these homes and translated it into a wooden sculpture. The wood seen in the sculpture comes directly from my hometown and is very raw. Some of it is also more processed and still has the stamps from the original production factory. The sculpture, when viewed from the front, makes the floor plan. However, whenever it is viewed from other angles, it becomes more disjointed and it begins to make less sense. On the floor is a sand installation that I had arranged into the shape of the sand dunes. And as people entered the gallery and as they walked around, it began to spread out, it began to erode, and it kept a record of everyone that had been in the space. So even if you didn't know the people that had been there before you, or maybe you did, you got to see a record of them and how time had passed within this space. Now, as the exhibition went on, there was also a video installation that was made for it, and it projected through the wooden sculpture. And this video detailed me burning butterfly sculptures that had been based on a species within the California area that had died due to this land development. And so it's through my work that I translate this type of research, that I use art as a language to make our impact on the environment accessible for all and to share this research with you. Thank you.